in Jewish culture, in Canaanite culture, Egyptian culture, like every culture has these cannibalistic giants. I think it's important for people to understand that there really are heavenly beings coming down, mating. They mated with women. They created these Nephilim, and people are scared of that. They try to say it's just sons of Seth and daughters of Cain because it makes sense to them, and they want it to be something that they can believe in. Well, like if you can believe in angels and demons and God, why was that such a leap of faith to believe in? It explains a lot of the Old Testament. So like when God is saying to destroy all of the people except for the virgins, it's because you're keeping anyone who hasn't intermingled with this hybridized race, the Nephilim, the giants that existed. So when Joshua was going in and destroying different nations, that they were giants. There were these races that had been intermingled with these heavenly beings. And if you look at, this is where my college, came in with the studies of ancient cultures. The Sumerian, the Mesopotamian cultures, they practiced making Nephilim, where they had ziggurats, like the Tower of Babel was a ziggurat, and Egypt had pyramids. All of these places had these giant towers where these heavenly beings would come down, the gods of their kingdom would come down, and they would mate with the royalty of that city-state and create more royalty. So these giants were perpetuated even after the flood, according to other cultures. And so when you can look at how the Bible is in alignment with all of the other cultures in the area about these supernatural beings, these giants, it lends credence to it. Like, this is real. This, all of the societies around there have the same stories. There must be something to it. And
This is too, right? These are high places that the Bible mentioned throughout the Old Testament.
then, like, when Joshua goes in and he's killing people, it's these are who he's killing and driving out. Even to King David, he went out and he slayed these giants because they are Nephilim, and these beings, they were cruel, they were cannibals, and they were tyrants, and they were worshipped. And so when Joshua is wiping them out, sometimes you'll see where it'll say to kill the livestock, and sometimes he says not to kill the livestock. People wonder why. Well, I'm not saying that the book of Enoch is divine, but I am saying that we can go and look at it for at least an idea of what people believed. And according to Enoch, the Nephilim and these other beings coming down, they were messing with the animals' DNA, making hybrids, doing things to the DNA of the animals. And that's why sometimes Joshua would be called to kill the livestock and sometimes he wouldn't be, depending on if they...
In Leviticus 19, he says, the Lord tells them, do not crossbreed animals. No. So, and they were doing exactly what, again, went against God's Torah. So
Right.
Very interesting when you understand the full view of the picture, why the Lord said that.
And so, like, if you dismiss the culture and the knowledge that the Jews have about these things, you just, God ends up looking like he's cruel and he's mean. And that's why I say over and over again, if you dismiss the culture and you don't understand why God commands things or is doing things, you're just like, man, God's kind of mean and harsh. But he's not. Everything he's doing is loving and for concern for us, for his people.